The evolution of the Indian woman is one of the most enigmatic aspects of the development of society. From a deified figure in mythology, the Indian woman has traversed a checkered path, carving a niche for herself in a male-dominated society. Invested with remarkable resilience, the Indian woman has forged into many areas, often storming male bastions, yet retaining her femininity. Through progressive legislative amendments, she has acquired a better legal status. And there is a constant update of women-oriented programs. The government on its part, in its National Perspective Plan for Women, emphasizes the need to bring all women-headed households above the poverty line. Attain the target of having women constitute 30% of all beneficiaries to be assisted under integrated rural development programs. Women's access to productive resources must be ensured. Ensure representation of women in local bodies up to the district level. Use education as an agent of basic change in the status of women. Promote health and nutrition education. All these are encouraging measures for the Indian woman to continue making a mark in society and shape her own personality.
Success comes to the woman who translates her dreams to reality despite odds. Success is the result of a clear, well-defined goal, perseverance, and above all, a game plan to get there. But before we look for them, let's find out what the woman of today wants to do with herself.
I wanted to become a lawyer because I like the subject. After college, I want to work in an office or bank, anything.
I would like to specialize in psychology, become a psychologist.
I want to be a journalist. I like writing. I have a very strong penchant for writing. And maybe I want to produce my own paper. And I want it to rank highest, like today we have Today and Week and all those magazines. They have their standards. So I want to produce a paper, something to that level. Carve a niche for myself in that line.
I've taken up PCM BSc this time. After finishing this, I would continue this line or else I would do MBA. I've taken up women's studies as one of my optionals for my degree. So I would like to do more research about women, their status and what are their achievements in life. So I want to employ myself in it.
My ambition in life is I want to become a police officer like Kiran Bedi after seeing her and after reading about her.
मैं क्रिकेट खेलना चाहती हूँ। मुझको क्रिकेट खेलना बहुत अच्छा लगता है। मैं स्टेट लेवल और नेशनल लेवल क्रिकेट खेलना चाहती हूँ और मैं एक अच्छी प्लेयर बनना चाहती हूँ।
Opportunities, alternatives. The young woman of today has plenty of these and is often confused about what she wants. On the one hand, her ambitions soar, but she is pulled by forces like family commitments, social norms, economic constraints, and self-imposed inhibitions.
I wanted to be a doctor, but I ended up as a teacher. But I have no regrets, absolutely no regrets. I've been in this profession now for over 30 years, and I've been a principal for over 20 years. And I've always enjoyed this work. It's a great challenge to work with youngsters, especially students of these days. They are so lively, boisterous, intelligent. I like to work with them, and I think it keeps one young and very creative. That's the reason why I like this profession.
C.N. Mangala was born into a family in which the arrival of a girl child was heralded by trumpets. Reared in an egalitarian atmosphere, Mangala has always upheld that education and enlightenment are the open sesame to a woman's development and progress. It is this belief that has made her one of the most progressive educationists, responsible for the grooming of over 2,000 young women every year for over 20 years. As principal of NMKRV College, Bangalore, Mangala has been the pioneering spirit behind the introduction of women's studies as an academic course in the Bangalore University.
Women not only come out with emotional statements when they hear of bride burning or dowry death, but they go into the very roots of some of these social evils and find out how best they can find solutions. So women's studies doesn't actually mean feminism.
Her brainchild, Shashwati, is the first of its kind museum, displaying a wide variety of women-oriented souvenirs. Mangala has relentlessly pursued her goal in life to contribute to overall development of a woman's personality. C.N. Mangala is a visionary whose footsteps resound in the Hall of Fame of successful women.
Setting a goal starts with a dream, a desire to do something close to your heart. But all your dreams may not come true. And just dreaming doesn't get you there. You need to take stock of your plus and minus points and work on your strengths. But above all, you need to have tremendous self-discipline, a discipline to win, whatever the odds.
On July 28, 92, I entered the English Channel in a relay team to swim. the channel water was very, very cold, foreign heat, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Before that, I started training. The training is also very tough. The hours of training is 6 to 8 hours. And after that, 10 hours at a stretch is must. The waves are high, like 20 feet high. The jellyfishes are more, that is uncountable. And the salty water, even a drop of water, it goes into my mouth, a drop of water, my body become weak and rendered. I face all these problems, and on 28th July, I really swam across the English Channel, England to France, and my dream was come true. I thrilled with joy. I believe this is all God's grace and my parents' blessing.
When most girls of her age were running and romping around, Janaki had to be a passive spectator. Polio-ridden Janaki did not let her spirit lag. With the constant help and encouragement of her parents, Janaki battled through her physical disability and pain with optimism and a never-say-die spirit. She was determined to achieve something in life, despite her crippling handicap. She found the freedom of water soothing to her soaring ambitions. Her job in the bank, a boost to her self-confidence. International acclaim, awards, and publicity have not made Janaki complacent. She is ready to face life with grit and determination. The road to success has been full of hard work, positive thinking, and a relentless battle. But Janaki has the nerve to travel smoothly.
I can do it. These are the 4 magic words in the dictionary of women like Janaki. Success in life comes not from holding a good hand, but in playing a poor hand well, like Shyamala Shah did.
One cruel blow, fate snatched away Shyamala's husband on their way to Tirupati. A housewife with 3 young children, Shyamala had little time to bemoan her bad luck. Shyamala knew little about printing. The small printing press run by her late husband had to provide sustenance, and Shyamala learned what it takes. And today, she has a tidy income, having paid off her loans.
We had some 10 workers with us by that time, and all my workers wanted to leave the press because they told me that why don't you run the printing press, we'll help you how to look after it. So with the help of my workers, I learned slowly about printing, about composing, and about different sizes of paper, how to code the rates and all. Today my printing press is running well, and I have a lot of orders with me now. My message to young women, don't lose heart whatever happens. Face it courageously.
Her children are grown up, and Shyamala takes time off from her busy schedule to interact with her counterparts in Awake, an association of women entrepreneurs in Karnataka, of which she is an executive committee member. The show must go on, and women like Shyamala make it happen.
Most women think that marriage is the end of the road. Add a couple of kids, and you see a contented woman who believes she has achieved everything in life. But there are some, like Vijaya Mohan Ram, to whom marriage is only a stepping stone to greater heights.
I got married at the age of 19, immediately after finishing my graduation in BA Economics from Madras, Talamaris College, Madras. And my daughter was born immediately in the next year, and I continued to be a housewife looking after my husband and child till 1967. My husband father was in the Indian Navy at that time, and he was sent abroad for training. And I decided to make use of the time fruitfully and appear for the IAS examination in 1967. When I went for my training at the National Academy of Administration at Missouri in 1968, I had a 3-year-old daughter.
As Commissioner of Income Tax, Vijaya Mohan Ram wields a lot of clout. But that does not come in the way of her happy married life. Vijaya explodes the myth that success in her career may jeopardize a woman's marital happiness. Even as a mother and grandmother, Vijaya is there when her offspring need her.
In fact, it's a myth to say that a working couple, both in demanding jobs, will tend to neglect the children. The children will not make good.
Vijaya symbolizes the woman of substance, who operates within a framework of familial norms, yet fulfills her personal and professional aspirations.
Not necessary that the mother should be around all the time in the house, but the mother should be able to manage the career, at the same time devote enough time for the children to see that they come up well in life.
The most important element of success is purpose. If you have a strong sense of purpose, you can accomplish anything. But what you need is total devotion to it, just like Sushilamma of Sumangali Sevashram.
It takes courage and a crusading spirit to give up a comfortable 9-to-5 job and devote one's life to the welfare of women. Sushilamma was very sure that she had a mission in life. To fulfill this, Sushilamma threw herself into the service of providing solace and shelter to destitute women. Sumangali Sevashram is today a haven for orphaned girls and women without a home, helping them put their life together in rhythm and harmony.
You must understand, no child is an orphan, but all the children are God's children.
Funded by international agencies, Sumangali Sevashram provides the means for a livelihood with dignity for unfortunate women shunned by society. A mother figure to the inmates, Sushilamma's success lies in her dedication to a cause.
In this ashram, we try to give the child a feeling of belonging to not one family, but a large family. We help each child to grow up to be a well-balanced person. For this, we are giving them a lot of care and attention and love for their overall development. This ashram is a happy home. I am confident all the children will become useful citizens for tomorrow. That is our ambition.
Who knows? The little flowers that she tends here may spread their fragrance far and wide. The little buds she nurtures here may blossom into a beautiful bouquet.
Is success measured by money, fame, position? Or is success the result of the choice we make? Definitely not. Bala Vishwanath had no choice. A gutsy woman who fought fate and overcame it.
A happy home, a doting husband, cute children. The dice was loaded in favor of Bala Vishwanath. As the wife of a senior director of a public sector organization, Bala was exposed to the best in life. The idyllic years were heady till one day the game was over. Well, almost. A massive heart attack snatched away her husband and breadwinner.
Yes, the transition was difficult. It was not that easy to face life. Being the wife of the top executive of public sector undertaking, then coming down all the way to face life at a meager salary of just 500 rupees was no joke for me. It was very difficult, but I didn't want to succumb to fate and let life go by. I decided to take life as challenge and face anything, any difficulty thrown at me head on. Coming from a very orthodox middle class family, to face life like that, it was extremely difficult. One set of my relations said, you sit at home, don't go and work because your husband had a very big job and you'll be taking a very ordinary job. Because I was not qualified enough to take a job of what my husband had. But I said any job is okay for me as long as I can bring up my children. And at that point I decided I'll teach a lesson to all the people who told me that I won't be able to come up in life. And I'll be sitting in a job of a typist clerk or assistant in the office and slog it out. And I bettered my qualification. I was just a matriculate. Then after that I bettered my qualification and I became a public relation officer. And I used to tell my colleagues who are sympathized with me, don't sympathize. Just give me encouragement. That's all I need from you people. So that I got plenty from my friends and colleagues in the office. And I'll be failing if I don't mention about my children. They are the assets.
The children rallied round.
We realize how much we need each other, how much we care for each other. Well, it's very difficult to describe. I mean, it's no longer saying that she's my mother or I'm her daughter. The roles have broken down long time back. And we are just two human beings who have interacted on every level together. So sometimes now people say, my mother lives with me. And I get very irritated by that question. It's not a question of who lives with whom. It's a question of who needs whom. See, she needed us, we need her. And even today, even if she is not there for a day or two, she goes out on tour, we just miss her so much. You know, you miss her presence there. So we've always been together for the last 15 years, 20 years, and we are together now. That's all.
It is a success as far as I'm concerned.
Success is satisfaction, the joy of doing something well. It's up to you to shape yourself to become a woman of substance.
Vanita Bhagavata Srishtva Paripurna Gunanvita Leelaya Bhagavantam cha Natayati Padave Nahi Shakti Swarupa Shama Sarvam Shaktimayi Para Om Shakti Riti Sarvam Sarvam Shaktimayam Jagat Sarvam Shaktimayam